So we're here for our latest episode of Boxborough Community Buzz, and we have a special guest here, Fire Chief John Kivlan, who is our current Fire Chief for the town of Boxborough. I just want to thank you for taking time to be here today.
I appreciate you asking me. This is great. Thank you.
Yeah, so we're having Chief on as the guest today, and we got a few topics that we wanted to go into, but before we kick it off with that, just wanted to see and talk to you about, you're not into a year yet with Boxborough. Just talk about your experience with the fire department and how's it been being a chief, and just kind of going from there.
What's amazing to me is it has been 14 months now. So it's flown. It's been a great experience. You go into things wondering, you always have that doubt whether you're making the right move or not. And I can say that in this past year, it's left no doubts. This has been an amazing experience. The department, the attitudes, the culture, the work ethic of the department is, I couldn't ask for a better situation to have walked into. And then the community as a whole. The community has been so welcoming. It's a great town to work in. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Oh, that's great to hear. And so what would you say has been some of the bigger experiences you've learned since being the chief?
That it's not as easy as everyone thinks it is as they're rising up through the ranks. And it's amazing to me that you would think that some of the issues and some of the things that you would think would be bigger department issues, they happen in Boxborough as well. So it's a lot of HR things that you kind of work through, and I'm fortunate to have people like yourself around who have had the experience to bounce things and ideas off of. It's a lot busier than I anticipated. Even considering it was moving into a smaller department from what I was used to, you still run into the same situations, scenarios, the same types of calls, the same things that happen in some of the bigger places happen right here as well. And it's been very eye-opening to see that the differences between larger and smaller departments are really minuscule. There's not a lot of differences. A lot of the same things happen on a regular basis.
And also with that, what would you say are some of the areas that you feel like you've grown as a leader with being the chief for the Boxborough Fire Department?
It's funny because I've always, and I don't want to say only worried about myself. When I was a shift commander back at my previous job, you always wanted to see the development of those that were working for you. It's been great to try to direct, just help people find their way into the specific parts of the job that they've gravitated to, whether it's, going through some of the officer or instructor courses, or some of the members have recently gone and taken the hazmat tech course. And it's been great to help people kind of find their way and see what niche within the fire service they gravitate towards and help them kind of find their way to that.
And kind of changing gears, one of the things that I would say has been on your plate is the upcoming fire station project. And especially for people who've been involved in the process, that it hasn't been, it's been a journey trying to navigate this. So on a logistical standpoint, as far as being the chief, how have you been able to work with the different stakeholder groups, as well as being able to balance being the chief and your daily responsibilities as far as this project?
It has been a challenge. It does monopolize a lot of time, the station committee. So it's just trying to find that balance between the project and the committee, and then also the responsibilities of the department. It's been challenging at times, but it hasn't been unmanageable. I think now that I've figured out how to delegate a few things, it's been a lot easier bringing some people on board with me to help me out with some of the things within the station. It's crazy to me to think that my very first station committee meeting was my second day on the job. And I've been really literally dealing with it since I walked in the door. But as far as the different stakeholder groups, and everyone's been great. I find that as long as we're communicating, as long as everyone's talking to each other, there's not really any differences or problems that we can't. Maybe we're not going to agree on everything. Hopefully, we can find some middle ground on some of the issues. But I think that everyone has been really good about trying to be open, trying to be honest, trying to have transparent conversations, and just work through this problem. The station is a problem. It's amazing to me that my staff has been able to do the things that they do, working in the conditions that they work in, and that they can continue to provide the services to the town that they provide. And I feel like they provide an excellent service to the town, despite where they're working. It's been, at times I feel like maybe this would have happened years ago, but I think that they've been victims of their own resiliency, if you will. Like, everyone's like, oh, well, they're doing so good. But it's nice that even those that may disagree with price or location or whatever it may be that they disagree with, everyone absolutely agrees that we do need a new firehouse, that the station that we're in is just, we cannot continue to be in those conditions.
And with that, I would say in the upcoming weeks, we do have a big event coming up, which is Fall Town Meeting and one of the things would be, as far as the warrant articles, is we have a few warrant articles about the fire station project. So I would say during this time, just from a logistical standpoint, how do you think that us having these town meetings is beneficial to the project?
The next one it's more than beneficial. It's just a complete necessity. I mean, if we aren't zoned, if we cannot put a municipal building in the town the way the current bylaw reads, there's no sense in even continuing on with what we're doing. We need to fix the zoning. The zoning has to be, agreed upon by the town. However the town does agree upon it, that's up to them, right? But once they figure out, I know currently it's to just fix the, I don't want to say loophole, but the admission in the language that was done, the omission that was in the language that was done, where they forgot to define a municipal use building. I think once that is corrected, and then we can move forward, I think that we should, I would say smooth sailing, but it's never smooth sailing, but I think that it should move along, it should progress along fairly well after that. Once we fix, I can't imagine that the town ever intentionally left municipal use building out of the definition. So I think that once that wrong is righted, we'll be in good shape.
And then from a administrative standpoint, being the chief, how do you balance morale with being able to help push the project along with your team, as well as with working with the stakeholder groups?
It's a struggle because they're very passionate about what they do. And sometimes things can be taken the wrong way, obviously, right? I think that one of the things that we just have to do is we have to stay mission-oriented, right? We can't get involved in the politics. We can't get involved in the differences in opinions. Like, we just need to stay focused on the job that we do and stay focused on doing the job well and look at those positives, right? Our actions are going to speak for themselves. Hopefully the townspeople see that we are nothing but committed to providing them the best service that we are going to possibly provide them ever, and that they're going to see that and they're going to say, well, you know what? It's time for us to provide them with good working conditions, and that our actions, the positivity of our actions will pay off with positivity from actions from the town. And then we just got to stay focused on that. We just need to keep doing a good job. Everything else is going to work itself out. Everything's out of our hands. We're not residents. We're not voters. I mean, we have some per diems that can vote, but it's out of our hands. So if we just remain positive, keep being positive for the town, we know that the town's going to be positive for us.
All right. Thank you, Chief, and I appreciate I think it was helpful for you to really come on here and hear things from your perspective.
I can't thank you enough for asking me to come on here and do this. This is great. This is a good experience as well. I've never done anything like this before, so thank you for including me.
Yeah, and if as far as we're getting ready to close things out, feel free to share about how people can get in contact with you. If people have any questions or anything, or want to talk to you about anything, feel free to share some of your information and,
right. Well,
where you're located.
If they go to the boxborough-ma.gov and they go on the town's website and under departments, click on the fire department, they'll be able to find my telephone numbers and my email right there. And if anyone has any questions or concerns, Or if they have questions about the fire station project in general, they could always email the fire station building committee, and generally those questions get answered within 24 hours. And but again, if anyone has anything specific about the fire department that they'd like to ask me, I encourage them to email me, or they can call me in the fire station. I'm there Monday through Friday, generally between 8 and 4. So.
All right, thank you, Chief, and thank you for being here and being part of episode 3 for Boxborough Community Buzz. I just want to thank everybody for taking time to tune in, and I'll look forward to being able to share more content with you in the upcoming weeks and months.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.